Good afternoon to all that are present here. I would like to thank you for your time today. I want to ask you a question to each and every one of you. If you were not prepared for something that you knew you were not ready for, would you try to stop it? Would you just pass that thing on to someone else to do what they wanted to do it? What if I told you that thing I was referring to is a baby? What if you found out right now that you or your significant other is pregnant? What would you do? This afternoon, I'll be arguing that an abortion is a woman's choice in their life only. One reason why an abortion is a woman's choice is because a study done in the year 2015 shows a growing amount of abortions being done by teenagers. Of all the abortions performed, 11% were 15 years old. Yes, this is a small percentage, but the statistics represent a growing group of young women who choose to go forth with operation. Those teenagers had to make what's probably the hardest decision they have ever made. Can you imagine making a decision like that at possibly that age that you are right now? If those teenagers were to, let's say, keep the baby, they will face many challenges. In an article by Orban Michelle, there was a study conducted by an abortion clinic done of 1,209 patients that were having an abortion at the clinic. 73% said they could not have their baby because of how expensive it was to be a mother and to raise a child, their own. Others said they could not just raise a baby now. In some cases, when the mother is living in poverty, they choose to have an abortion done. Others may say to themselves, well, if a woman that decides not to get an abortion can go forward with their life, why can't others? I think that each woman is different. Some can go with the flow of life like a river current, but others can't. In an article by M.A. Richard states that 1 out of 6 women wanted to have an abortion done because of domestic violence. They are suffering living with their partners. Since many of those women are young, they are at much more higher risk of being taken advantage of. Leaving those young women to suffer because possibility their parent or significant other did not approve of their wish to have an abortion is the equivalent of throwing them into the lion's den with no protection. My second reason is that a baby should not come into this world unwanted. Imagine the pain and the suffering a child will feel and go through if they were to find out their own mothers did not want them. The Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment found that unwanted pregnancy led to many birth defects and higher risk of child abuse. I believe that if more people knew this, they would be more understanding for the mother wish to abort a child. It is easy to think that other point the mother will learn to love their child, but in some cases that never happens. In the United States, we are facing a shadow of sadness, which is unwanted pregnancy. The Center of Disease Control found that 49% of pregnancies are unwanted. Let that sink in. My third and final reason is that women can do what they please with their body. At the end of the day, the body of a woman is their own, and only their own. In an article by Rakota Chlorine, there was a study done to females who had done an abortion and felt guilt and sadness, but at the same time, happy and relieved. Many people believe that having an abortion is a murder, which I can understand why they believe that. A research performed by the American College of Gynecology found that there is no information showing the fetus can feel pain when abortions are performed. Abortion will always be a political issue until we have a deeper understanding for women who have or wish to have an abortion. If we make an abortion legal, women will still find a way to have one. So why can't we make it legal and ensure that women who have an abortion are safe while doing it? I am going to leave you off with this quote by Hillary Clinton. We're always going to argue about abortion. It's a hard choice and it's controversial, and that's why I'm a pro-choice, because I want people to make their own choices. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening to me today.